Well, that sucked. Hello, we're back. That sucked a lot. Like, what? So I wonder where my autosave was. Okay, my autosave was here. Let me go around and make sure I opened all boxes. I did not. But yeah, guys, we're back. Alright. Take all. I'm gonna make a save myself. Yes, an elevator. Where is that?
All clear.
I keep hearing a whirring sound, but it's literally just the atmosphere. There's got to be an easier way to use your...
This place still has power. Must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker. Heads up!
Bring it on!
Sorry, I'm exploring just to make sure I don't miss anything. I don't know. I guess I'm awakening a bunch of Geth. Oh, all the battle music has stopped. Okay, so this doesn't go anywhere. It was just to... if you need high ground, I guess.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happened.
Too late. Unable to... invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge. Inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
The Citadel part seems very important.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
The Citadel part seems very important. In my opinion, it seems very important.
I never dreamed I would actually find Ilos.
How am I supposed to open this door? So this is the way back down. yeah, Shepard, the Citadel part seems very important. Why didn't you say that? Oh, they talked about the Citadel and the Conduit, and said all is lost. The Citadel part seems really important, because remember the Reapers said they didn't, the Protheans didn't create the Citadel, they found it. The Reapers said that Reaper said that he created the Citadel. So that seems a very important part.
Who votes we take the vehicle into the creepy underground bunker?
Good idea. Firepower will come in handy.
Yeah, we're not gonna run in there. We're gonna...
I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Hey, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the Conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment. I just hope we have the opportunity to study this place in detail after this is done.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. They must have been in too much of a hurry.
Or we just have yet to run into it.
No, Liara is like me. I would have been like, oh my gosh, we're here!
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong. This bunker became their tomb. The pods are dead as well as anyone inside.
All of them? There must be hundreds of those pods. What was Saren expecting to find here? There's nothing left but corpses.
But yeah, there are hundreds of these things. Those must be all the open ones. People weren't able to get inside. But imagine if there's really a Prothean still living in there. Like, you know, in Skyrim, there's still a snow elf. And remember, because all the snow elves turned into Falmer. Except for one. And he's still alive because he was like frozen and such. But now he's just alone.
What is happening?
It's a trap. Saren must have set an ambush.
I do not think Saren is behind this.
Yeah, we can't go through that. So we're gonna go in here. That was probably set up by the Protheans But look, there are thousands of these
I have
spots.
studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find down there?
Whatever it is, we should be careful.
But look, there are thousands of these things.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
It looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you, unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers.
The Keepers.
The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
So I'm guessing, like, so when the Asari found the Citadel, they found the Keepers, and they realized they were docile, and they're like, okay, we'll just set the rule to never let anyone mess with them. And so that's why they set the rule never want to mess with them, because they don't know where they came from. And they're like, well, they must come deep inside the Citadel somewhere, but we don't know. And we've had the Citadel for, what, hundreds of years now? We don't know. Thousands of years. That's why they didn't like that Salarian who was, like, he was like, yeah, like, the code, like, he said, like, the code or the mechanics of the Keepers are really weird. Did you know that? Like, he was, like, getting data from them so he could study them. And, so he even said all their wavelengths are really, really super weird. So that's why he wanted to study them. And I bet he's I wonder if I haven't looked it up, and I'm not. I wonder if his investigation is gonna come in later in other games, because that is a very fact that the Keepers are basically sleeper cells for the Reapers. The Keeper of the Reaper, who is gonna, investigate.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
So, alright, I'm also going to admit that I actually started Andromeda, so I know, like, I guess in between, like around time Mass Effect 2 happens, they go out to the Andromeda Galaxy. Why didn't any of the sleeper ships like run into the Reapers during that dark space between the Andromeda Galaxy and the Milky Way Galaxy? I don't know. Apparently there are like a bunch of novels about the like what happened in those 600 years of the travel, the faster light travel to Andromeda. So I guess I will actually find the books before I get back to playing it. But there's that. Also, remember, there is the Traverse, where it's on the other side of the galaxy, and no one has like really like gone through it because of all the lawlessness. So of course, no one's gonna like, oh yeah, we're gonna go outside and visit and blah 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 blah. Yeah. Also, and also bringing back what I said on Sunday, there is that. In the Century system near the heart of the galaxy, remember there's that Rift Valley that got made by a mass relay round and got glanced. So what if, so it happened thousands of years before the Protheans, so what if that was someone like before the Protheans came, the Reapers were there, they're like, we gotta fire this thing. Did they hit one? Did they hit a Reaper? Did they miss a like? If a mass relay that's enough to damage a planet, and it didn't kill the Reapers, that is actually frightening. And I wonder if the Protheans also saw this planet and was like, yeah, this doesn't look natural. Because remember, it happened thousands, millions of years before them. They're like, I wonder what this is. What's going on? And so I guess they found about the Reapers way too late. Well, enough time to try to start to prepare, but not enough time to stop them. And because like the Reapers because of the damage to the galaxy, I think the Asari were the next spacefaring civilization. And the Hanar, because remember the Hanar worship the Protheans as gods and such, taught them speech, blah blah blah. So them becoming a spacefaring civilization, and basically the others also becoming spacefaring and uplifting everyone. I guess it took. I guess the Protheans did not expect it would take 50,000 years, 49,000 years for another spacefaring civilization to rise up after what the Reapers did. And so all their stuff got damaged, looted, their language was lost, or I guess in a panic they never set up like this translation so people could tell. So, and all around these people are, all these different civilizations are uncovering Prothean ruins, like learning how to become spacefaring. And I wonder if the Reapers left those stuff on purpose so they can have like a constant food supply.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
So it took decades.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy.
So it took
They were
centuries.
relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
So it took centuries to do this. Okay, so it didn't take years. Well, it didn't take like over a course of a few months. It took centuries. And I wonder this like terror. So here you are, this massive, like advanced spacefaring civilization. You guys are using master relays, going to the Citadel, going to other planets that don't have who aren't spacefaring yet, like humans, the Hanar, the Asari, the Turians, etc., etc., becoming like the gods and myth and legend and such. And you're having a grand old time. You're like, oh, we can, with all this technology we found, we can advance our civilization, we can uplift everyone, we can do a utopia. Like, this is a grand empire. Like, we're top dogs here. And then, suddenly, the hub of your government, of the Citadel, turns into a mass relay. All you get is a warning. Like, some people are like, it's a mass relay. It's coming up. And that's all you get. And then nothing. You can't use, like, you have your faster than light travel, but you don't have the mass relays anymore, so you can't go to another system and check them out. It will take months, years, decades. And like, yeah, like everyone's hooked with a faster than light mission, like travel. But think of this, even with the most advanced faster than light, it will take at least a good, like if we had a fast and light travel, I think fast and light drive here, it would still take at least like 10 years for us to reach the next system or something. I can't remember what they said. But yeah, it's just like, so imagine that slowness. You can't use the mass relays anymore. I wonder what happened to those who were using the mass relays to travel, and the Reapers cut everyone off? Or they were just adrift? Were they just stuck in hyperspace? Are they, like, were they just stuck in a perpetual loop of hyperspace? And I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that, guys. Whew. We're back. My mom came home. So. Alrighty. But yeah, so like I was saying, so the Reapers did this for centuries. Like imagine, like you're a spacefaring civilization that has gone past faster than light travel. We're going to star system either takes hours or just a few days, and now you're cut off. Like you're completely and utterly cut off, other than like through your communication system. You can't travel. They were probably Protheans who were using the master relays, and now they are either stuck in hyperspace or stranded and just waiting for the Reapers to come get them. And they were talking about refugees, so that means that yeah, they picked up people who had escaped from their planets or escaped from the Citadel, and yes. And like it's just wait until you reach the future installments of the game. Oh my god, I can't wait. But yeah, like that Prothean AI just said it took them centuries for the Reapers to wipe all of them out. So imagine your slow, like some of the Protheans still lived like their normal lives, but with this fear above them of that this can all end. Like the Reapers are slowly making it to where we live, especially if you like lived on, like they most likely started where the Citadel was and went out. So imagine you lived in the frontier, you lived on Pharos, those high skyscrapers, everything, and you're like, and it's written in your books, or you lived in Ilos, it was written in your books, it was written in like the Reapers are coming, the Reapers are coming, we have to like do this and do this and do this and do this and do this. I'm gonna love it. Oh my gosh. And they were making up, like they were like piecing together what people have like the like information that people flung out, the other Protheans flung out before they died or got indoctrinated. They probably stopped taking refugees, even people who were not indoctrinated, but they escaped the Reapers. And they probably were like, we're sorry, you gotta get back on that ship and go. We don't know if you're indoctrinated by the Reapers or not. They probably finally, after decades, it created the thing to know if someone was indoctrinated or not. But imagine like the early months and years of the Reaper invasion, and you not knowing if someone was indoctrinated or not. Like you find like, oh my gosh, you had a family member who finally had escaped the Reapers, and you brought them and nope, they were just a beacon for the Reapers to come here, and they turned into a husk or whatever, and they were here, a huge beacon to bring the Reapers to you. And they had no control of themselves anymore. If you remember the Asari, like especially those who were like the Asari who have like psychic abilities or biotics and such, like imagine what they went through. Like they were probably fighting the whole freaking time, and it was horrifying for them. And like with all the Asari who were like, it was in my head, oh my gosh, I didn't know what to do, it was like somebody taking, like it must have been absolutely terrifying. And as we go through here, you see there are hundreds, thousands of these pods, and some of them are still blue, showing that someone's in there, but they're all probably dead. The Reapers most likely found this place and killed everybody or disconnected the life support system. But it makes me think that there were probably some Protheans who still lived. Wait. They enslaved every Prothean out of there, and it's really absolutely thorough. I still think some Protheans probably lived. they probably did some sort of like in cryogenics. They probably weren't like big like this, but it was in a different bunker elsewhere.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
Yeah, so, and also remember, some of the indoctrinated, if you were talking with the Asari, they are completely aware. They are completely aware of what's happening to them, but they can't stop it. They're like, it's like someone's whispering in my head. Also, the Rachni. Remember, the Rachni are a spacefaring set of bugs. Around this time, they would not have been spacefaring yet. They were advanced, but not spacefaring. And they said they heard, and that queen, who has like a, remember all the queens have a genetic memory. She said that she heard an evil and dark song while she was in her egg. And that was hundreds of years ago. So that means the Reapers had started the process of this whole cleansing of the galaxy 400 years ago. 400 years ago. They started that process. They were like, well, they're like, okay, there's not enough spacefaring. The Reapers were like, hey, so there's not enough spacefaring people and civilization in the galaxy yet. Not on the size of the Protheans. So let's see. They're probably the reason why the Rachni went aggro like that. Because the queen was like, we're usually not aggro. We would have spoken to them. I don't know what made us aggro like that, except that horrible song that made us go, like, want to fight everyone and everything. Because I bet you the Rachni were actually peaceful. I bet you the Rachni were very peaceful. The Reapers got to them, and the song is the indoctrination, and that made them aggro. Instead of like taking them over, just made them aggro to anyone and every. And they were probably preparing to use that relay, to the Mu relay and other relays, to invade the galaxy and start the process. But of course, Salarians got there first and started the Rachni Wars. And so yeah, I'm actually glad I spared the Rachni Queen, because she was peaceful. She actually said, I don't understand why all this happened. There was a horrible song, and it was the Reapers. The Reapers started that. Oh my gosh. This also makes me want to actually read the Mass Effect novel I have. I know there's 2 others, so it probably shows, because Saren is in all 3. I think he stars in 1 and 2. We probably can see the beginning of the indoctrination, because, like, this had to take a while. Like, he had to have stumbled upon Starburn years before and set up this process.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
They're hungry.
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
And also, that right there, I said yesterday, the day before yesterday, this reminds me of Cthulhu. They look like Cthulhu. Like, Sovereign looks like Cthulhu. And I bet you the other Reapers look like Cthulhu as well. This is like, you know, how, like, the whole thing about the Cthulhu mythos is that there are beings, like, extra-dimensional beings beyond your comprehension, beyond your understanding, that can wipe out your entire planet, your entire planet, your entire existence in an instant, and they don't care. And Like, if you looked at, okay, there's a video game, I think it's also on Steam, I know it's on Switch, I think it's on PS4, called Ismith, and it's based off of one of his books where the people there start looking like fish, and they like have fish, they have tentacles, everything, almost like kind of like the Reapers, so I bet that's how they got the Reaper design, or at least of the ship, the Sovereign, because I think that's just the ship, and it's sentient, but there's probably like normal, actually, like Reapers. This is some Cthulhu. Like, my brain can't comprehend this crap. Oh my god. I'm amazed. I'm loving this. How can we stop them?
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
So the Reapers never got here. The issue is that because the Reapers genocide took so long, those people the cryogenic process, they just died because they were running out of power. And so he probably conserved all his resources to the people who are most important to the project. Like I said, there are hundreds of people here. That means there were like families, there was like entire families of researchers and blah 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 working on this conduit, and they're all in there, and they're all dead. The ones that are open, those are the ones who were like, okay, you guys are the ones who were central to the project. The Reapers are gone. Wake up. We got work to do. I guess. I'm guessing that's what he's gonna say.
He should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
Yeah, so that's exactly what he did. I knew it. So, yeah. Also, why would you kill the support staff? Because now these scientists probably didn't know how to cook. And these are probably medical personnel too. They didn't know how to cure the diseases. And then the security. Why would you support But I am wondering, like, what resources were they using? Like, I can't believe it took. I guess it really did take centuries because the Protheans were spread apart.
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Okay, so hold on. Let me actually check. I know Mass Effect 3 has all the DLC in them. Where's my phone? It's all the way over there. Why did my phone work over there? Ugh. Let me look. Duh. Right. Alright, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Mass Effect Legendary Edition DLCs. So I know there was DLC for Mass Effect 1, but I was actually supposed to do that when I went to Vimir. Before I went to Vimir. Because in the end, they just put the items I would have gotten from that DLC into here. Hold on. Okay, so Pinnacle Station is not in the Legendary Edition. That was the DLC for Mass Effect 1. I believe that's in the normal base copy of the trilogy, the non-Legendary Edition trilogy that I have on Origin. And that's it. So basically, the only DLC I was able to do for Mass Effect 1 that was an original was Bring Down the Sky. So when I'm looking, so it doesn't have the Pinnacle Station, and the trilogy doesn't have the multiplayer DLC, obviously. Let's see. Yeah, so that is missing, and then of course the Wii U. Did you know there was a Wii U port in Mass Effect? I didn't know, but then also the extras from the Wii U version of the trilogy. That's the only stuff that's not in here. So I had no idea Mass Effect had a Wii U port.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Oh, okay, so that does answer what I was talking about earlier about the Salarian who was testing what the Keepers were doing. And he said there was a weird signal. So basically around the time we came back from Eden Prime and we got that side story from the dude, Saren had already told the Reapers, the Sovereign had already sent the Keepers to turn the Citadel into a mass relay, and the Keepers ignored it. That's why he switched over to like find the conduit. We gotta turn it into a mass relay. So that's why. That explains a lot, actually. Now, why Saren has gone through like this like wild plot, simply because the Protheans who lived sent out a signal to the Keepers, who were still working on the Citadel station, to just not activate the mass relay. Then we come, 50,000 years later. Saren went to Eden Prime and got to the artifact. Sovereign came. They were like, okay, it's time to kick this thing off. There's enough people in the galaxy, so we could start this whole cleansing process. And then there was nothing. They sent the signal to Keepers. The Keepers ignored it. The Salarian, he was like doing a test on the Keepers. Since like he found it on his readings and that's weird, and told us to go around and look about it. That is amazing. So we've been on this chase with him against Saren simply because the Keepers couldn't turn the Citadel to a mass relay. So now we have to do this long process of, you gotta go to Noveria, talk to the Rachni Queen, find out where the Mu relay is because it got knocked out of orbit, and she knows where it is. We gotta go to Pharaohs and talk to the Geth there. Talk to the Thorian there, because the Thorian was around when the Reapers came last time and saw all of it and knew about the conduit, because those guys were like, hey, send this information to such and such, we gotta tell about the conduit so we can stop send it off to Ilos so we can stop what's going on. And going to Vimir, since that's the closest one to the Mu relay, and he's just making sure he has a bunch of indoctrinated Krogans and Geth and whatnot, and to also stave off his own indoctrination. So they can reach this point, so they can find the conduit, reverse the signal, and have the Keepers activate the relay. Wow.
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Okay. So basically this was a long process.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait. Where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secret? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies.
The Rachni.
Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first.
The Rachni.
Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to Darkspace.
It was desperation, because the moment he tried to open up the portal, no, he probably tried to open it up long before this. And Saren was just the most visible one who was like, okay, we gotta do this. Roll it up. But yeah, if the council had just listened to, if that signal hadn't got scrambled, and the council had sent an entire fleet to Vimir, they could have all destroyed Sovereign like that, and the Reapers would have never been able to come back. But because the message was jarbled, because the Citadel and the council refused to listen to Shepard or anyone else, we just have one single ship who cannot stand against Sovereign at all. So all this could have been nipped in the bud. If the council had been listened, all this could have been nipped in the bud weeks ago. Could have shot down Sovereign. The Reapers never would have woken up. In fact, if they had traveled to dark space, they would probably see the inactive Reapers. Or whatever. What else? And then, but yeah, this seems like an act of desperation from Sovereign, because he's like, we gotta do this convoluted thing to get this rolling. So, yeah. So when he said they probably had agents, it was most likely the Rachni. The Rachni got indoctrinated and started the Rachni Wars. And Sovereign probably caused that to happen. Because I bet what happened is, not that, I bet the Rachni, since they were spacefaring and they had access to the Mu Relay, they must have found Sovereign from where he was hiding. And they got indoctrinated. And they brought that, and since they're all a hive mind, they brought it back to their queen. The only ones who were protected was the ones who were still in their eggs. So, this is amazing. There was an entire race of indoctrinated bugs.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Ugh. These are noise canceling headphones, but I can hear my mom hacking and coughing over them, so I had to go check on her. So, she's fine. I thought she was just clearing her throat, but it was like... But yeah. This explains the Geth. So... I'm not gonna say that with the Geth, Tali's people are totally responsible for the Geth, like, going, no, screw you, we're gonna fight for our rights here. But I bet you Sovereign did something to make them even more violent than before.
Sovereign must have realized organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
Yep. So he most likely. So there's Geth who believe there are people like they believe into the Reapers as gods.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
It might know something useful.
I will provide whatever information I can. My data banks, however, are limited to information directly related to stopping the Reaper invasion.
Okay, well I got all that information.
I've got the file. Come on.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
But man, so all these open pods are nothing but the scientists.
All their culture, all their advanced technology, and the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
The Protheans did not fail. They gave us a chance. It falls to us to make the most of it. So I suggest we hurry.
Point of no return. guess this is a place to like prepare. Another force field. Oh, we're traveling underneath their cities.
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
Oh, wow. Sovereign.
Activate the defenses! Seal the station! The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Oh, I have to hurry.
Hang on, things are gonna get a little rough.
You don't have to? There we go. Meticulous service medal. Yeah, I should probably go ahead and send them a message. Hey, y'all gotta get back to the...
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
That thing in the middle, it wasn't a model. It was a mask. Oh my gosh. So that it wasn't a statue this entire time.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin.
Oh god. Oh, it's the keepers. He was shooting them.
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms!
Sovereign made it inside.
Suit up! We're going outside. Okay.
there's no timer. I can use this to try to get my trophy for the seal breaking. So hold on. Oh. phone was buzzing. Sorry, I am upgrading everyone's weapons to a higher... Wait, no, we're not fighting against organics anymore. we could have went this way instead of fighting our way over. Okay.
Shepard.
Oh wow.
That's the last of them.
We were just here. Oh,
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this. You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
You've gotten indoctrinated more.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined, a union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
Sovereign Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
So that just sounds like you're a quitter, my dude.
Some part of you must still realize this is wrong. You can fight this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for...
Yes, we are breaking through. No, never mind.
The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
It's not true.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
Oh my god. I was trying to save him! I was trying to, like, help him fight the control! I didn't want him to kill himself! I was ready for a big dog fight against Saren because he was trying to fight control, but then ended up... Oh... I didn't know he was gonna shoot himself. I had no idea he was gonna... Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
We have to stop Saren.
He's dead. He's like down there. See? He's down there.
Time to settle some old scores.
I was not expecting that. I'm sorry, I haven't moved on. I was like... I didn't know. I thought, okay, we're gonna have a boss fight and it's mostly him fighting against Sovereign. And like, we're gonna like, you're a Spectre, dude. You can do this, you can play. No. Well, I can't even say he died as himself because I know Sovereign was probably fighting him. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Let's activate this.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick, open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I skipped the boss fight because I tried to have him talk it through. Okay, I have an earlier save, so after I complete this, I'll go back and we'll do the boss fight. I can't believe... Yeah, so the trophy... Hold on, let me check the trophy list. Because I got a trophy when I left Vimir. No, I got a trophy when I... So there is no trophy for fighting. There is no trophy or achievement on PlayStation side to defeat Saren. But I just switched to all my high-powered weaponry just for this boss fight. Whatever you want to know.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you really willing to sacrifice human lives to save the Council, Shepard?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
The Council must be sacrificed for the greater good. Don't waste your reinforcements. Hold them back until the Citadel arms open up. Save the human fleet to attack Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Wow. What? What? Hold up. See, first of all, Garrus, where did that come from? Hold up. Save the Council. I'm not letting the Council die. But what? Alright, we're gonna save the Council.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension no matter what the cost.
I hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Alliance ships, move in. Save the Destiny Ascension.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance. Thank the goddess.
Destiny Ascension, you are all clear. Repeat, you are all clear.
The Citadel's opening. All ships move in. Concentrate on Sovereign.
Make sure he's dead.
Also, aren't we, since we're so close to Sovereign, double tap him. There we go.
He's dead.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, aren't we so close to Sovereign that Sovereign can adopt? Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. There's... yeah?
This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
That's horrifying, man. The Reapers can just take over your body like that if you were a victim of indoctrination.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
Wow. I have 1 and 2 and C, but like the possibility of getting all 3 is there now. Yeah, because they finally put it back on Steam. Wow.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
Ambassador, Captain, Commander Shepard. We have gathered here to recognize the enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Sovereign and the Geth.
Many humans lost their lives in the battle to save the Citadel. Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. You saved not just our lives,
they're trash,
but the lives
because
of
this could have been solved at the beginning.
Commander Shepard,
if we were believed.
Your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the Alliance stand for.
And
Because
though we cannot bring back those valiant soldiers who gave their lives to save ours, we can honor their memories through our actions.
Humanity has shown it is ready to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Counselor, on behalf of humanity and the Alliance, we thank you for this prestigious honor and humbly accept.
We will need a list of potential candidates to fill humanity's seat on the Council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
So, no, Udina, you almost caused us all to die. You know. Yeah, the Council's trash. Because if the Council believed us at the very freaking start of the game, we could have went after Saren with an entire fleet. We see, like, the freaking Prothean told us, hey, Sovereign by himself is very weak. All you have to do is take a whole fleet out, you take out Sovereign, boom. That's it. Reaper threat at the moment has been taken out. So, Udina, no, you get to stay an ambassador. Captain Anderson, hi!
We need someone with the courage to stand up for what he believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Yeah.
Only with you, Ambassador. Only with you.
I'll see voice for Keith David.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
We've already got too many politicians on the Citadel. The captain would be perfect for this job. I think it's an inspired choice. The Council would welcome him with open arms, should he accept.
I'm honored, Counselor.
No, Udina...
As humanity's representative, I'll do everything in my power to help the Council rebuild.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the Council.
Now, okay, yeah, I was about to say, you do realize this does not mean the Reaper threat is over with? Because Sovereign might not be the only, like, herald of the Reapers that's in the galaxy. You realize that, right? Because the Reapers aren't stupid. They know to make sure there is more than one of their heralds in the galaxy. Sovereign was just the main one. And I bet they have a contingency plan of Sovereign got taken out, activate the other one. I bet you that's how the second game starts. I bet that's how the second game starts. Because there's two other games after this. So yeah, or Sovereign was able to get off some signal to the Reapers to say, hey, come into the galaxy. But they don't have the Citadel mass relay to use, but that doesn't mean there are other relays. Remember, there's a whole other part of the Milky Way galaxy in the Traverse that the Council does not monitor, and they don't talk to those civilizations out there, even though they are spacefaring. So there's probably other mass relays. There's probably another mass relay for that comes into from dark space. I bet that's what's gonna happen in the second game. Yeah, this isn't over yet.
Sovereign was only a vanguard.
Yep.
The Reaper fleet is still coming. Hundreds of ships, maybe thousands. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come, We must stand side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
This is great. I liked it. I had a lot of fun with this. I don't know if this is licensed music or not. Can you still hear the game over this? You can mute it to be safe or skip it. Alright, cool. We'll just keep it like this. See, I usually stay just to see if there's any stinger. If not, I can definitely play that part over and see. Now let's see, is there like a save? Oh my gosh, no, there is not. I think you'll probably go to my last autosave. So yeah. Alright guys, that was Mass Effect. But yeah, that was Mass Effect, y'all. That was fun. I had a lot of fun. So I'll probably start Mass Effect 2 sometime next month. My next stream will probably be so I might do Virtue's Last Reward before the end of the year, or it could be Kingdom Hearts, or of course normal Overwatch. So this is a lot of fun. I'm kicking myself for waiting so long to play this game series, because a friend gave me the trilogy years ago, but I could never play it because my computer couldn't handle it, even in its very potato form. So, but yeah, in its very potato form, it still can handle it. And when I got my new computer, I didn't know there was no controller support for the first game. There's controller support for the second and third. So you don't have to do the weird minigame, hacking minigame, because that's what I was always failing, because you have to do the puzzle with your mouse. So when you start, yeah. So Mass Effect 2 will be next month sometime. Because I want to get to Andromeda. Also, there's all these hints that BioWare is going to probably do a Dragon Age collection, and I actually want to get that. I already have Dragon Age Inquisition. I just haven't played the first 2 games. So, well, I'm playing the first game on my PC, but that save file I've had since 2013 because I want to have a perfect save going into, so I can upload it to the Keep, going to Dragon Age 2, and then going into Inquisition. So I've been trying to make sure, I've been like reloading it and redoing stuff. So, but this one right here is a perfect save. I didn't romance any, well, technically I romanced someone. And then I let a bomb blow up in their face. We broke up. Him. We broke up. We broke up with me using a bomb. Well, technically I didn't tell him we were breaking up. I just let the bomb do the speaking for me. So, I let the bomb do the speaking for me. Because I couldn't say the words myself. There is a trophy for the Legendary Edition for romancing people in all 3 games. But he is the one I want to romance. He filled up. I mean, that's a perfectly fine way to telling someone that you want to break up with them. By leaving them to die with the bomb. That's a perfectly acceptable way. That is a perfectly acceptable way of telling. So, I mean, being mean to him did not work. So, yeah. So being mean with him didn't work. It didn't feel right to romance Liara, and I know a lot of people did, simply because it really just felt like she only liked us because we were probably the first humans ever nice to her. At least you can get the pair emoji with Garrett. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so I can get it with Garrett, because that's what I'm after. I'm after my Birdman. So. And so I didn't really like to romance Liara, and I know with her, like, if you romance her, and then of course, I think she's not in the second game until the very end or near the DLC, she go and you romance someone else, she said, oh, I know you were cheating on me. And that's what someone told me. So I'm avoiding all that drama. I don't want drama. No drama. I really couldn't do that with Wave. But yeah, I can't wait to start Mass Effect 2. That is actually one that I'm also completely blind on, other than the whole thing at the end with Liara saying if you romance her and came back she gets all mad at you. So yeah, I can't wait. Oh wait, I just realized something. We never figured out who the Shadow Broker was. There was like this whole thing like the Shadow Broker has figured out where Saren is. The Shadow, because the thing is like, yeah, someone who deals with the shady underlings of the galaxy. Of course, he would hear whispers, hey, this Spectre is sounding really weird and such. So, man. Also, I just realized if the Reapers had succeeded into destroying the mass relays, the Tallys people would be completely shut off and they would die within a few months. Because remember, they have to do the upkeep of their ships and of the flotilla. Wait, well, you have all the DLC, so you'll know. Don't have to. Okay. So Tallys people would, if the Reapers had gotten to Tallys people would have automatically died, because not only that they couldn't access mass relays, they would be cut off from, unless they were in a planet system themselves, like with a viable planet system with people and resources and food and such. They would die out within a few months. They would have been the next victims of the Reapers, indirectly, thanks to the Citadel being turned into a mass relay and them turning all the relays off. So, yeah. Alright, so that is it. I have so much more to say. But I can't just keep the stream up and just talk. Well, yes, I can. It's my stream. I can sit here and talk as long as I want. So, but yeah, I like this game. I liked it a lot. You can see some of the 2019 jankiness of it, even though they did a remaster. Especially with the crashes. That's another thing. I think that I was actually looking at my phone. The crashes are prevalent for the Legendary Edition. So, yeah. I was looking up when I went off to go deal with my mom. I looked at it on my phone. So basically they said just make sure you save often. So yeah, all the characters, I liked them very much. I kind of actually liked Liara and Garrus more. Tali was very adorable. I don't think this whole thing was part of what she was looking for to help her help her people. I don't think that's enough. Yeah, because going back, oh, I defeated the Reapers, and they're like, well, what did you bring back? That kind of thing. I don't think that, so she's probably still going to go off and try to find something. With Rex, Bestie Rex, because he's the other bestie, I think with him, Saren has probably uploaded his research elsewhere, so the cure for the genophage is out there. That means there is a cure for the genophage. Those Krogan that we kill were probably cured of the genophage, because remember, what that Prothean AI said was that they needed indoctrinated slaves to harvest everything in the galaxy. Krogans reproduce like crazy. So yeah, you will want to get rid of the genophage for the Krogans because they reproduce like crazy and they mature faster. So they mature really fast, they reproduce like crazy. That is a perfect slave force for the Reapers. Perfect slave force. Then the Asari are the next ones because of the fact that not only they are long-lived, but they have all those biotic and psychic abilities. So that makes it easier for them to do the indoctrination on others. So, yeah. This was great. I liked it. Yeah, right now, I'm on my phone right now looking up to see where I can get the other two Mass Effect books because they're prequels to this game. So. Let's see. It's probably easier for me to go to my previous orders. Search all orders, Mass Effect. Yeah, so there's 4 books in the Mass Effect trilogy. I have Revelation, the first book. It's on my shelf over there. So then there's Ascension, Retribution, and then Deception. Oh. So, okay, so this is the summary for the first book, which is called Retribution. Every advanced society in the galaxy relies on the technologies of Protheans, an ancient species that vanished 50,000 years ago. After discovering a cache of Prothean technology on Mars in 2148, humanity has been spreading to the stars. In the newest interstellar species struggling to carve out its place in the greater galactic community. On the edge of colonized spaceship, Commander and Alliance warhead David Anderson investigates the remains of a top-secret military research station. Smoking ruins, littered with bodies, and unanswered questions. Who had attacked this post and for what purpose? And where Kaylee Sanders, a young scientist who mysteriously vanished from the base hours before her colleagues were slaughtered. Sanders is now a prime suspect, but finding her creates more problems for Anderson than it solves. Partnered with a rogue alien agent he can't trust and pursued by an assassin he can't escape, Anderson battles impossible odds on the uncharted worlds to uncover a sinister conspiracy, one that he won't live to tell about, or the enemy, or so the enemy thinks. So, at the very beginning of the game, when we were given Spectre status, Anderson told us that he worked with Saren on a secret mission regarding a bunch of scientists, and the scientists died. And somehow he pinned the whole thing on Anderson to keep him from becoming a Spectre. So he has never trusted Saren again after that. This novel that I have, that's on my shelf, that I see across the room from me, is a prequel to this. Let's see. This one came out in 2007. So right after the game came out. Ascension, which is the second book, okay, I think the second book and the second book is more Mass Effect 2-ish? Okay, but yeah. Alright, so I am going to go raid this out to someone. If there's someone you want me to raid, just let me know. And then hopefully tomorrow I'll be back with either Virtuous Labs Reward or, so there are, like I said, there are a total of 4 games that I can play tomorrow. There's, of course, Overwatch, which I might actually do because I haven't played it in a while. I want to do my comp stuff. We're also playing Overwatch on New Year's Eve. So we're going to do Drunk Overwatch on New Year's Eve, by the way. There is Kingdom Hearts, of course, Chain of Memories, Virtuous Labs Reward, and then there's also Code Realize, which was a game I was actually planning on streaming last month, but I never got the chance to do it because I wasn't feeling well. So, thank you guys for stopping by. Also, I wanted to extend the time just in case that credit scene was licensed music. So, if they mute a certain section, I can just cut it out and I know what it is. So, but thank you guys for stopping by. We're gonna raid out someone. Let's see. New Baroque is on. Yeah, really? Just New Baroque. Let's listen to some music. So, good night everybody, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, thank you guys for stopping by.